Welcome to this training session. This is the final general session, covering HelmutHK, also known as Housekeeper. Housekeeper was designed to allow users to archive, restore, backup and consolidate projects in a comfortable and controlled way. Tasks in Housekeeper can be manually triggered or executed automatically at given times or intervals. The basic layout in HK is comparable with that of other Helmut modules. Some menu items are global and will be available in all modules, such as users, profiles, languages, streams, and license. For an explanation of these items, please refer to the HelmutFX training video. The dashboard inside Helmut Housekeeper has the exact same layout and information as shown in HelmutIO and Cosmo. When logged in as a user, you will see just the jobs that belong to the group or groups you are a member of. When logged in as an administrator, you will be able to see all the active and recent jobs throughout the whole system. For an explanation of the dashboard in Helmut Housekeeper, please watch the HelmutIO training video. The projects view will show the different projects stored inside Helmut 4, similar to what we have seen in Helmut Cosmo. Clicking on the project will however not open the project, as it may do inside other Helmut modules. Clicking on an empty space next to the name of an entry, will reveal an overlay window, where additional information on this object, such as metadata or path can be seen. This is all very similar to the projects view seen in the other modules. The Actions button however shows some options, that are typical and only available in the Housekeeper module. The Archive option will allow you to move your project to a dedicated archive location, including the Adobe project files and assets, if desired. Backup can be used to create backups of the project files and assets. This can be useful for disaster recovery or dumping files and assets to local drives. If you decide to consolidate your project, Helmut is able to inspect your Adobe project and remove any assets that are not in use inside the sequence. It is useful to first consolidate a project before archiving. The Copy option can be used to copy project files and assets between different storage locations. Restore can be used to restore an archived project and place it back on its original location. The option Move allows you to move a project and its assets to a new, predefined location. Helmut will automatically relink the project assets to match the new asset location. Selecting Delete from the Action menu will allow you to delete the project. Based on the actual workflow configured, the deletion takes place on the actual Premiere project, the assets used exclusively in this project, or both. Some of these options may not show up if there is no appropriate profile and workflow assigned to this trigger. If there are multiple workflows connected to the same trigger, these workflows will show up in an action submenu. Although the above summary gives a good overview of what the different actions can be used for, ultimately these are just triggers for defined workflows. These workflows can be created and modified to do whatever you want it to do. Tasks are jobs that can be defined, based on parameters that need to match. You can add a specific task by clicking on the button Add Task in the upper right corner of the Tasks window. Helmut will now allow you to specify a name for this task and choose an existing profile for this task. It will also allow you to apply filters to your task. Imagine you want to create a task that will archive all projects older than 60 days. You can choose your filters here to select these projects. Every time this task is now executed, it will only apply to the filtered selection of projects. By clicking the Test button, you are able to see the results of your filter settings prior to saving the new task. Cron jobs are used to automatically perform certain jobs and tasks we have created. The automation can be programmed to run periodically or at predefined times. Let's see how to set up a new cron job. A new cron job can be created by clicking the Add Cron Job button at the upper right corner of the cron window. As the new window opens, Helmut will prompt you for a name of the new cron job. The type selection will let you choose between Tasks, Active Directory and Watch Folder. When selecting tasks, you will choose any of the previously defined tasks to be linked to this cron job. The selection Active Directory will not give you any choices. It is automatically linked to the Active Directory module and is used to periodically synchronize the Active Directory with the Helmut 4 user and group definitions. The option Watch Folder will allow you to define when and how often a watch folder will be checked. This only works if there are watch folders set up in HelmutIO. The next section lets you define when and how often a specific cron job should run. You can use one of the predefined templates, or manually fill in the table, selecting the options you want to use. It is possible to create absolute execution dates and times, as well as recurring intervals. Look at the different templates to better understand the use of wildcards, etc. The setup screen will also show you the next 3 execution times, if possible, for the cron job you are about to save. Toggling the enabled switch will enable or disable this cron job. Clicking close will exit the setup screen without saving the changes you made. save will store your new cron job. The section metadata behaves in the same way as within the HelmutHK, IO and CO modules. The preferences, languages, streams and license sections behave the same as described in the HelmutHK training video. If you need information about any of these sections, please refer to the HelmutHK video.